Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. We're going to start off this Zoom tonight by having some of our rock stars, our top enrollers from last month, share some tips with us. So if you guys want to ask anything, put it in the chat, and I'll make sure that they answer some of your questions so that we can, so you guys can learn from them and see like how exactly they went from, point A to point B, whatever that may be. We have people from all over, different things. We have people that went from new distributor to Ruby in 29 days. We have people that went from, Priscilla was executive to Ruby. Brittany, yes. Priscilla, I can't see either of you. Yes, no, distributor Ruby. Yes, she went from distributor to Ruby last month. And then we have people that went from Ruby to Emerald. So we've got tons of different people on here ready to show you exactly what they did, how they got there, what changed. And hold on one second, let me fix this. Okay. So that they can give you guys their best tips. So we're gonna start off with, let's start with Leanna. All right, Leanna. So tell us when you just got started. So you were like brand new, hello, you have no idea what it works is, then all of a sudden you're into it works. So what made you, what helped you make that decision as a newbie to go from brand new, just signed up, to Ruby?
Well, whenever I first started, I didn't really want much. I mean, we didn't really have much, but the littlest counted towards me. And then once that I seen that I could actually make more than that, and then I could actually achieve my goals eventually, that made me want to keep going.
That's awesome. I feel like that's kind of how it all starts. You just you don't really know you can do it, and then you sign a couple customers, and all of a sudden you're like, okay. Okay, awesome. So what would you say is the main key from you going from new person to getting distributors and getting customers? How would you say, what did you do to make that happen quickly?
What I did was I messaged a lot of people, and the people I knew, I did my 100s list, and I've done that 3 times in 1 month's period. I mean, I just kept messaging people, and a lot of people was just oh, well, this day, and I would always make sure that if they didn't tell me a day, write it for the next Friday. So that's what I did, and I would always follow up, and then eventually they were just okay, you know what, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then with the distributors, it was kind of the same thing. Every time I would get a customer, I would kind of throw it out there as in yes, I'm actually doing something. And with my bonuses, I was yeah, I'm actually making $99 for this one person. It's actually coming to me. And people just started seeing my success, and they just hopped on board with me, and they wanted to do it too.
I love that. So you shared every time you get a customer and every time you got a distributor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So posting about every time you get a customer and every time you get a distributor is so key, because people don't believe you're actually doing anything until they see the emails. Okay. That just makes it click for them. And the bonuses, you get a bonus, talk about it. Where's it going? What are you spending it on? Whatever. So I absolutely love that. Brittany, do you want to ask her anything else? You can unmute yourself.
I don't know. Let me think for a second. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to call on me right this second. What do you feel like was the thing that you found that was just working for you, that you just did the most of, that got you the best results?
At first, it was the 100s list. And then Stasia showed me the host to post for the loyal customers. That got me a bunch of potential customers, but once I did it for the DTs, it got even better. I got more people with that too. So I've been doing that every day too. So I have a 100s list that I go after, and if they say that, oh, well, I can't do that right now, then I'm okay, well, what if you post this for me, and then if I get a certain amount of customers, I'll send you a free product, and then they're in.
And And that kind of opens their eyes. For some people, you guys, that opens their eyes when they make that post and they see, oh, wow, like 10 people commented, maybe I'd be good at this. Something that I do personally, if you don't mind me adding this, is when they start getting results and have people commenting, I message them right away and I say, oh my gosh, girl, look how much results, look how many people you have commenting. You can make so much money with this. And I put like a laughing, crying face, and that right there, like they think about it for a second. I had one girl, she didn't write back, and then 2 days later she said, okay, I want to sign up. So it's pretty cool when they can see like, oh wow, one post, look how much interaction I got. Like kind of how they would do with this. So well, you're doing an awesome job, and I have no doubt in my mind you're going to go Emerald this month. So congrats.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying.
All right. So let's see. Well, real quick, we have a question. So it says, so I have done the host to post a lot, and I have had a ton of feedback, and everyone said they're interested, although nobody has signed up yet, but they say yes. I have followed up so many times that I feel like I'm getting annoying. I started 2 months ago, and I haven't got anybody at all. I feel like I'm running on a treadmill. I'm trying so hard, but moving nowhere, and it's discouraging. Any tips?
I like whenever I first started, that actually was happening to me too. That's why I wanted to like stop doing the host to post. But then once like the more I've done it, it just kept getting better. And then whenever I add people, like new people, like I even ask them, and most of them is just like, sure, free product, sure, I'll try it. And then that's how I got more and more people in, is with the new people that I was adding on my friends list. So that's really how I did it.
Yeah, just keep going with the new people. And I know that this is like something too, is doing lots of the host to post. Like not like 1 to 2 people do it for you, like pages. Like you ask like lots of people to do it. So if you're not doing lots and lots of pages, like Stasia said, if your inbox isn't full, you do more. So if you don't have people messaging you, do more. And that was something that stuck out with me, because I was like, how many do you do? She's like, enough until my inbox is blown up. So that was awesome. Thank you so much, Leanna. You rock. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's call out, let's see, Priscilla. And nobody knows which way I'm going. I always throw a curveball. All right, Priscilla.
Yeah, I know. All right. What you need? What you need, girl?
All right. So, what changed for you to go from distributor? You went to, we know you went to conference, right? So, from that day that you went to conference to what made you decide to go from distributor to Ruby to almost Emerald?
Yeah. Okay. So at conference, just being around everybody that had like-minded, that everybody was just wanting the same thing. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be fit. Like that whole community, just being with everybody. I was like, okay, y'all, this is like legit. Like, I knew it was legit before, but, just being there and feeling all the energy from everybody. And, seeing that everybody, there were people there that you would never think that would do this business. And they're like, emerald and diamond. And you're looking and you're like, dang, girl, like I would have never thought, you would be in this business. And, I just say that because, you can't really judge somebody on where they come from. Like if they need the money, they need the money. And if they want the money bad enough, they're going to do the business, no doubt, no excuses or anything like that,
I love that a lot. The whole, we don't have a perfect mold to be any certain way. And I think that was something that opened my eyes a lot too with my first conference. Like you see people from different walks of life, people that you would be like, what? Like you made $1 million? Like how? Like it's wild to see how it all comes together, but it's just that drive that hits,
yeah, exactly.
So, all right, so you went to conference, you saw these people, you're like, all right, anybody can do this, so you can do this. So what did you do to get the most of your customers, most of your distributors? What were you doing that worked the best?
Well, I was posting every day. I was being consistent with everything. I messaged And if they like my post, like I didn't even care if it was somebody I had never talked to before. I'm like, hey girl, thanks for the love on my post. Were you interested in making money? Like, did you need extra income? Cause I got you, girl. And a lot of people, I had people that would be like, yeah, I'm interested, but I just don't know if I have the time, or, I just really don't have the money to start. And I'm like, girl, I totally get that. I didn't have time either. But you find time. Like, if you really want something to work, you find the time. Like, I don't care what it is. If you have a full-time job, you have 2 jobs plus a child, like, you do what you have to do. If you really want it, you know what I'm saying? The same for customers. They would be like, that sounds great and everything, but I don't have the money for that. Like, my budget is $50 and they're wanting to like lose 70 pounds. I'm like, well, you're going to have to spend more than $50 to lose 70 pounds. Like, you can't just, put this budget on it. And so I would ask them straight up, like, that was something that I started doing. I would just like not be rude about it, but I would be like, how much are you willing to spend to get healthier? Like, and just like that. And they would be like, I think it would make them like take a step back, and they would be like, well, God, like, I really do want to get healthy. Okay, well, I need to spend a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just put a budget like I want to lose 70 pounds and only spend $30. Like, no, you can't do that. And so I would just like tell that to them nicely, like, do you really want to lose this weight? They would say, yeah. And so I'm just like, okay, well, you're going to need to spend a little bit more. I know, you're used to spending money on your kids or whatever it may be, but, you need to do something for yourself. And if this is something you really want, then, you need to find a way to get it done. Put back a phone bill, put back your rent, like whatever you have to do it if that's what you really want to do,
Yeah, I love that too. Being really bold and just asking. Like, that's the most terrifying part, is saying, like, you need to do this. Like, you can't lose 70 pounds, like you said, on a $30 budget. Like, that's just impossible. So being bold, and you just started stepping out on that, being bold, asking, and that's how you got your customers. Now, what about distributor side? Like, how did you start signing distributors?
I was posting daily, like I said, for the customer thing too. But I just told my story, like every success that I had, every customer, every distributor. The last time I talked on, and I got your message. I was like amazed myself. I was like, shoot, I'm putting this on a post. So I blended the 2 pictures together, and people were just like, dude, okay, like, her triple diamond leader is asking her to be on a Zoom. And then they were like, okay, well, Priscilla, like, okay, you're legit. Like, you're not just BSing me. Like, all these posts, you've made, like, it's true. Like, okay, because, they saw your message. So definitely, like, all your success, definitely, like, let people know, because that did wonders for me.
Yeah, showing success. That's so crucial, guys. It's, for whatever reason, those like emails, those messages, they mean a lot to your watching people, like the creepers, stalkers, all those people. Like, they want to see you like do good, and like before they even say anything. Like, people will be ghosts until you start signing customers and you start getting a bonus. They see that first bonus and they're like, okay.
What if you haven't had success, though? That's a huge question I get. What if you haven't had success? What do you post? Because it's like, you got to have success to get success, but what if you don't have success? You can't get it, right? So instead, talk about how you're talking to people about how they want to make an extra income from home. Talk about how you're talking to 10 people about our cleanse. If you're doing host to post, aren't you talking to 10 people about the cleanse? There's a post right there that you can show what the cleanse does, and then you're also showing your success in the business and how you're working it. So you got to be creative, and that's a huge thing that I think these leaders that they're going to share their tips tonight, they just got creative with this. And they also made the decision to just do it. I think Priscilla, especially last month, she was this close to Emerald, you guys. This close. I have no doubt in my mind she's going to do it this month, but this close. And she just made the decision to do it. I mean, even the last hour of the night, she was signing customers, still pushing. So you just got to make the decision to do it. Even if you're just like, okay, I got to make the decision to sign my first 4 customers, make the decision and just do it. And that's what everyone's going to talk about tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Yeah. Guys, something I used to do too was like if I was like chilling on the couch or something, I would just take a picture of myself like laying on the couch and say, I'm talking to 2 people that I'm so excited. I'm talking to a mom who, you know, could really use this $5,000 bonus. And I'm like, so I'm so excited for her to get started this week, whatever. And like, you're not lying because you're actually talking to people, but just showing that like $5,000 bonus. She is going to get $5,000. Like it's just like it makes it click more. So the more you talk about it, even when you don't have official distributors or official customers yet, people are excited. Everybody that likes your post, I am talking to 15 people about the greens right now. Everybody's trying to prevent the flu. Like I love this stuff. It's been awesome for my family. Whatever things like that. Just for some added examples on that, so you guys can kind of get your gears turning. Write that stuff down so you can think about it later when you're trying to make a post.
And talk about what you're going to make. Maybe you're brand new to talk about what you're going to make. I know how you said you said something about ghosting. All of us have people that come to us and they ask us questions about the products and the distributors and being a part of this business. And then they just disappear. And it's not until I promoted the diamond, I promoted the double, or that I showed that Stasia earned the $5,000 bonus last month. All of those things, once I started showing that to people, they stopped ignoring me. You'd see a message in the inbox because they're still watching you. So if you feel like someone's like disappeared, or like Anastasia said, you feel like nobody has signed up yet, but they're interested, I look at who I'm talking for the week. If I'm talking to like 20 people about the cleanse, I'm posting about the cleanse for the next week. Right? So keep doing that. Show your results and be a product of the product. Look at who you're talking to and what they're interested in, and then go ahead and make a few posts about it. That's when they're going to go ahead and sign up. But like I said, if you're new and you haven't hit executive yet, that's your first thing is you're going to say, I'm going executive this month. And like Katie said, you're not lying. You're talking about what you're going to do. That's going to catch their attention. And then you're going to gain interest, and then you're going to get to your result. And then when you post about your result, about how you did it, that's when you're going to get more people. So just talk about and put that energy into the atmosphere. You're going to get it done. What you want, talk about, your first goals and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a snowball effect, really. And y'all also keep in mind too, some of you guys on here, okay, ghosted the person who enrolled you. So don't feel like it's just you that gets ghosted, or that you're like something's wrong with you or something. Like, no, because you know what? I didn't sign up the first time I was asked, and I bet like 95% of the people on here did not sign up the first time, the very second that they were asked. So if somebody tells you, like, I have to wait till Friday, or I get paid next week, or I don't know, I have to think about it, let them think about it. Follow up with them later, but that's normal, okay? And it's awesome when people sign up on the spot, but not everybody does that. So just make sure that you keep that in mind, like, hey, I ghosted the person that enrolled me for like 3 months or whatever. Things like that happen, and it's normal. Okay, so thank you so much, Priscilla. You rock. All right, so next person. Let's go to Carly. All right. Hey, Carly. All right.
Hey, y'all. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I almost quit the business because my person who enrolled me, she quit, and I just never thought I'd be a top enroller. It just blows my mind. But ever since I came back from conference, it opened up my mind to everything, being around the same like-minded people as me, like meeting everybody in person. It definitely changed my perspective on everything. And then I wanted to touch on a couple of things that have been helping me. Basically posting my success, like everybody's been saying, posting about how you're signing a loyal customer or a distributor. I put it in my Instagram stories because it's more direct and people see that. So I'll just basically scribble out their name at the top and just post our conversation. They'll be like, hey, I lost 8 pounds from the cleanse, or somebody that you help with the business. Post your successes along the way, and people will see you start being successful with the business, and they'll be just excited as you are. There's going to be people like Brittany was saying that will ghost you. I've had people who I've talked to since the beginning. I've signed up when I signed up, and now they're finally wanting to enroll with me because they see that I'm sticking everything out and seeing my successes along the way. So don't get discouraged. Also, being organized has helped me a ton. It's my goal. I have a planner that I keep. It's my goal basically to fill up all those days on my calendar with follow-ups. That's a really good goal that I've set for myself, and I've stuck to that. Also, talk to different people. In the beginning, when my enroller quit, she quit, and I was like, so what now? I asked her upline, which was Ashley. She's been really helpful for me. She's helped train me and like make me the leader I am now, along with Katie and Brittany have. And basically just like network with people. There's a bunch of people that you can talk to in this group, not just like, of course, talk to your leader, but also make other connections and see what's working for other people. And then also Host to Post has definitely helped me. Also that you can sign distributors with Host to Post. If you see them, like Brittany and I think Priscilla was saying, if they do a really good job with Host to Post and they get a lot of responses, what I like to do, I've signed 2 distributors from this. You say, hey girl, I seen that you killed it with the post and a lot of people were interested on your post. Could I give you some more info on what I do? And then basically I just tell them I make an extra income from home, and I send them one of the opportunity videos that Katie will do, or Brittany will do every week usually. It really helps.
Yeah, I love the parties, y'all. The party, last night party, we could just say that was so lit, y'all. Like, that was really great. We had a lot of good results from that, and I'm so excited for every single person that joined from that party. And, you know, those parties for me, like, when we first got started, like, they sealed – I didn't even do them at first, okay? It was, like, my upline that – or it was actually my upline's upline that did them. And they helped us sign a lot of people. So utilize those. We have them every week. And this week we're going to figure out another day. We had to move it this past week because everybody was promoting. I wanted everybody to be able to focus. But we're going to do another one, and we'll make sure that we post about it in the page. But that was really awesome, Carly. One last thing. What do you think set you, like, when you first started, you're like, okay, my upline quit. This sucks. Like, what changed for you to do that, to signing all those people that you signed up last month?
Well, you know, it honestly took me a while to start going. Like right before conference and right after conference is honestly, I'm going to keep it real, is when my business really started taking off. And I just, basically I started listening to self-development. I would hear people talk about it all the time. And I'm like, no, this definitely, like, it's phony, not this and that. But it's not. Like, once you put those positive thoughts into your head, like, I wouldn't really, like, I'd listen to you guys, but like, I was like, does this really work? Like, I'd question myself because I wasn't seeing that success at first. It's a business. Like, it takes a while to build, but some people, it just all depends. Everyone goes at their different paces. So basically just after conference, I think it really sat in my mind that anybody could do this, from like any age, race, shape, size. Like, it just, after conference, like when you said get to conference, it helps. So
yeah, guys, and she went all the way from Cali, so big deal. Okay. And I remember telling her, she was like, I don't know if I can do it. I was like, you got to, like, y'all. And self-development, like she just said, I know it sounds dumb. Like, I know it sounds dumb because I was saying that as Carly. I was like, hell no, I am not reading no book. I don't read books.
I would not read.
Yeah.
Get on YouTube if you don't like books. I spent like $100 on books last year and they're still sitting on the shelf. But I do YouTube every day. Like, I will get to those books one day.
I do the audios, but I also do, like, I have found reading does, I do, like, it's growing on me. It definitely does. Because if I can do like quiet time and just read for a little bit, it feels so good. But it helps your mind. Like, it refocuses. And I can tell when I don't do my self-development in the morning, like I told the leaders on the leadership team, I move like a snail in the morning. And I like to, like, go slow, take my time to read, and then, like, it starts my day off way better than if I don't do it, if things get hectic and things start happening. So do your self-development, and know that you don't have to be a certain way to be successful. Like that was just said again. I don't know. That just really makes me excited because I love it so much. Okay, thank you, Carly. You're awesome. Okay, so next, let's go with Kaylee. I don't know where you're at. You have to unmute yourself. I can't. Oh wait, there you are. Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
So Kaylee went executive last month. Yay.
Yeah.
Super proud of you. How long did it take you to go executive?
Well, I've been doing this for like a month and a half, almost 2 months, right there at it, I think.
Awesome. So you signed your first distributor pretty quickly. Getting to executive, what did you feel like you had to do differently than before? Did you have to try a little bit harder, or what was the thing that like made you be like, okay, I'm going to do this?
Well, I really feel like consistency was the big thing. And posting about like my life, my kids, like people love to see that. I've noticed that I've gotten more attention with posting about like my actual life, and then posting about like just throwing in there my business and what it's doing for me and what it's doing for my family and the places that I'm able to go and do now, and people are watching me. And I feel like that's really important. That's what's really has helped me. Plus, like messaging people and following up with them and just adding new people each day and building relationships with them. Like, basically, when I talk to them, it's like we have known each other forever. Like, I try to really relate to everything. Like, I'll pick one thing out of their profile, and if I can relate to it, then I message them and we talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's really good. What you said is how you've been doing more lifestyle posts. A lot of what we do, I feel like sometimes is like we see what we want, which is like executive, Ruby Diamond, whatever promotion, and we're so set on getting that promotion that we're like in It Works mode, and we're posting so much about It Works that it actually does the opposite of what you want it to do. So it feels like when you do more of your lifestyle, like more of like, you know, just a really great picture of you and your kids, or a really good picture of you, or where, like you said, what you and your family are doing, that's what people want to see. So keep in mind, you guys, keep your profile 75% you, 25% about the business, but the business part of you, you know, not salesy stuff. And I think that's what really gets people to want to try your stuff, because they know you, they trust you. So we'll go into posting a little bit and just after this. But
I really feel like, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I really feel like, you know, your mindset, like you have to, like, even on your worst days, you have to be able to tell yourself that I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, I have had hard days and feel like, oh my God, I'm not getting anywhere. But you just have to keep pushing. You know what I mean? It's all in your mind.
Yeah. Even on my worst days where I don't feel like doing anything, I still do it.
Yeah.
You know? And those days where you feel like we all have them, I'm messaging everybody. I followed up with everybody and nobody's signing up. You just keep going, and then you're like, oh, somebody signed up.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what's happening to me.
Exactly. So one thing I love about you is that you always post. There hasn't been a day where you haven't posted. You're always posting about your kids, about the bonuses, about everything. Like, a lot of newbies on here probably aren't posting like they should be. So what is your best tip for somebody who's like, what the hell am I supposed to post? What did you do to figure it out?
Well, I don't really know how to answer that.
Did you watch people? Did you
I watched
copy people?
you. I watched you a lot, and I copied you. And
Good
when
answer.
I was posting, when I would post like stuff about my business and like include my kids with it. Whenever I was trying to figure out what to say, it just fell in my lap. Like it's like I knew what my heart wanted me to say. You know what I mean? And that's just worked for me. And I don't know. Sorry, I'm just nervous.
No, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You guys, find somebody that's successful, whether it's me, Katie, or another, top enroller that you just look up to. That find someone that you can relate to is our point. And what you want to do is copy what they're doing, but take out what they're saying and fill in your heart. Like you said, be genuine. If they're talking about their reason why they need this business so bad, stop for a second and think, why do I need this? And type it out. Feelings are so, put your feelings into words, because feelings and stories and reading about someone's story is what's going to make somebody want to follow you, is following your story. So that's exactly what you've been doing, and I'm super proud of you. And I know you'll get to Ruby soon.
Thank you.
Come on, girl.
All right, Stasia. You ready for this? All right. I know Stasia's extra nervous.
Oh, yes and no.
Lay it down for us. Lay it down. All right. So what exactly? All right. So those of you guys who just joined Stasia, you went from distributor in what? So you went, okay.
How long were you a distributor for? Let's talk about that.
Okay, so I started February 2016. That's when I joined. I didn't actually start working. I was working, but not working. I went executive in January. And then, no. Yes. Hold on. Nope, I was paid as a distributor in December. In January, I went from executive to Ruby, so I promoted twice in January. Then I went Emerald last month, and now I'm Box for Diamond. I think that's right.
Yeah, what changed for you? What exactly what made you feel all right, I'm going balls to the wall with this? What made you feel like you could do that?
Well, actually, my boyfriend got hurt at work in September after Hurricane Irma. And workman's comp sucks, whatever. They didn't pay him for a month. So we had those Christmas bonuses in the very, November and December. So I messaged Brittany or Katie or someone, and I was like, okay, I need to get this much money, and I'm going to do it. How do I do it? So one of them sent me a host-to-post video, and they were like, this is what you need to do. This is what you're going to do. So at that point, I had a lot of negativity going on in my life, in between family and stuff like that. So I deleted that. I deleted them off my Facebook. I deleted them out of my life. Not completely, but I didn't see their stuff. I told them, don't call me unless it's positive. So then I paid all of our bills that month with Christmas cash. It was a miracle. And then Brittany messaged me the end of December, and she was like, girl, you just got $800 in Christmas cash in a month. Why don't you just keep doing what you're doing and you can promote? I was like, okay. So then she was like, okay, well, next month we're going to go executive. I was like, no, I want to go Ruby next month. So we made a game plan. I went Ruby. And then I couldn't make it to conference because Aaron just had surgery and he can't walk, so I couldn't be gone the whole time. So I'm only 2 hours away, so I went to the party, the cocktail party that we had for the team, and they released a $5,000 bonus, and I looked at Brittany, I was like, so I'm getting this bonus. She was like, I don't know how we're going to do this. She was like, you're barely Ruby. You're just sliding by to be Ruby, but we're going to do this. So after the party, we literally sat down for probably 2 hours and just charted and game planned. And then it just went from there.
Awesome. I love that. So the game plan, you just decided to do it. And that's if you guys haven't already realized, that's the key. You got to decide to stop it. No slacking. You got to take the slack ass out of it and just change it over to I'm doing it. And there is no if it happens or maybe it'll happen. It will happen. And so I love that so much. Now, what exactly, how did you go? Because, okay, so you said in, December, you were signing a lot of customers and stuff like that. How did you go from, how did you sign a lot of distributors if you weren't signing a lot before? What was working best for you?
So in December, I was pushing more for customers, but I was still like posting my success. Every time, like at the end of the day, everyone knew to look for my post to see how many customers I signed that day or the next morning. So like I like made it like consistent where everyone looked at that time of the day to say, oh gosh, she signed this many customers today. So like after Christmas, when everyone got their like Christmas shopping done and all their credit cards done, a lot of people came to me and they're like, I want to do this. What are you doing? And then I talked to a lot of people in January. So I got like 5 distributors, maybe like four or five in January, and I pushed for volume. And then tax season came, and all those people who saw me were like, oh, I want to do this now. And they all just got started. All attraction marketing, like most of the people just like came to me because I post about my success a lot. I post about what I'm doing every day, how I work from home 100%, how I sign so many customers, so many distributors. Every time I get a bonus, I post about it. Every time I pay for something with my bonus, I post about it. Every time I go out to eat, I post about it. Anything that the business pays for, I post about. And then I posted about my bonus, my $5,000 bonus, and everyone like flooded my inbox. And I signed like 8 distributors since the end of the month, I think 7 or 8. So it's all about posting your success. Like if you're not posting your success, then you're not going to sign distributors. And all about messaging too, because if you're not messaging, you're not going to.
Yep, gotta be consistent. Asking. Okay, so all right, so we know that you're the queen of host to post. So basically, y'all.
Priscilla.
She already knows the deal. Everybody knows the deal. She's the host to post queen. And Stasia, she is so awesome too. Like she really, just to give her a shout out, guys, like she's so helpful to everybody. And we are thankful for her awesomeness with host to post. And she does so many power hours, which is something that we're going to talk about too. Stasia, how do you feel about power hours? Like, let's just talk about that for a sec.
Okay, I feel like power hours are like super crucial because if you're just starting out, like even if you're not just starting out and you're like still like, what do I do every day? You need to hop on those power hours. If anyone's hosting one, they know what they're doing. They're going to show you what their hour looks like, what they get done in an hour, and how much work they get done in an hour. So if there's 2 power hours a day, that's pretty much all the work you have to do.
Yeah, hop on, get on. And if you can only be on one, duplicate that in another hour for the rest, like at another time where you can be on, because between Stasia, me, and all the other leaders on our page, like we have lots of them going on. It just depends, like what time, and we do so many, like there's so many different times you can hop on. And even if you're like, okay, it starts at 9, but maybe you can only be on for 30 minutes, hop on for that 30 minutes and just hear what's going on so you can learn how to duplicate that.
And also one thing, me and Priscilla, I think it was Priscilla, yeah, we hopped on the end of the month last month. Every morning, we hopped on this power hour with this other lady at 7 o'clock in the morning. We were up at 6:30, staying up till Caitlin also, staying up till 2, 3 in the morning, getting up at 6:30 on these power hours because they started our day off right. And it blocked out all the negativity in our day, so our day started out positive and everything negative just went out the window.
Yeah, you feel so good when you get one powered out before you start your stuff for the day. It feels good. Brittany, did you have anything else you want to ask Stasia before we go into the next part?
No.
Okay. Cool. So Stasia's awesome, y'all. She's boxed for diamond. It's so crazy because I'm just so excited for you going from distributor the 1st of January to almost, you'll be diamond at the end of March, 3 months difference, y'all, from making, a couple $100 a month paycheck to making in the thousands.
I don't think it's hit me yet that I got a $5,000 bonus. I think it'll hit me when I see that comma.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a big deal, y'all. That money, I still remember when I went diamond and when Brittany went diamond, it's just wild to see that kind of money coming in every single month from your phone. Okay, so thank you so much, Stasia, and I'm gonna ask you something later about power hours on this, so you'll see that later. But anyways, okay, so now, all right, you heard all of our top leaders last month. They were absolutely amazing. The things that they did last month were just wild. I'm so excited about it. But let's talk about, I know a lot of people, if you guys have questions as I go through this stuff, make sure you just put it in the chat and I'll get to it as we go through. But we're going to talk about, you guys heard a lot of consistency. Posting is important every day. If you're clueless of what you should be posting, just ask. Y'all, we have so many files in the page. If you look through, like if you're brand new, just take the time to like go through the albums and like look what we have. We have a before and after album, which gets new pictures uploaded like all the time. We have an album for how to take product post pictures, what to post about the products. Same thing with business posts. How do you do business posts? There's literally albums for that, so you can see different examples. But you can also go through into our files tab and look. If you want to do a live video, there's a live video tab. Just look through there and see different examples. We have files for ideas of what to post, things that you can post in your first week. Like if you're like totally new, you're like, okay, go to the files tab in the team page. And there's one called I'm new, like new posts for new distributors. Go in there and click that. Host a post. There's a document on that. Like everything is in the page. And something super cool that you can do is just hashtag something that you're wanting to learn more on. So you can hashtag posting and find a ton of tips on it in the team page. But make sure that you're posting every single day, guys. The consistency is something that you've got to have. If you're inconsistent with this, you're not going to rank up. You're not going to make a big paycheck. It's so crucial to let people know, like, hi, I'm Katie Bevington. I sell, it works, and this is my life. And they know I'm serious about it. They take me serious, and they know I'm not going to give up. So many people on here, they look at you, and they're waiting for you to stop because they're like, that doesn't work. And then you know what they're going to tell the next person that talks to them? I knew somebody who sold that, but they didn't make any money with it. So don't let you be that person. Keep going. And if you're struggling, if you're upset, if you have something going on, maybe you feel like you've hit a wall, ask me, Brittany, and your upline and your other leaders, Ashley, Stasia, Priscilla, all these people are here to like help you get to that next level, because I can guarantee what you have felt or will feel or are feeling has already been felt by us. It's already happened. So yeah, and when the Queen's Daughter messages you, it's the best feeling ever. Y'all, being a top enroller is amazing. It feels so good to get those messages. So make sure, guys, you're consistent. That's how you do it. And I'm sure if you signed up with somebody on here, obviously you did. That was a dumb thing to say. But if you signed up with somebody on here, you know that they were consistent, or you want to sign up. Because, like, think of it like this. If they wouldn't have posted every single day, would you be here? Like, no, absolutely not. Like, they wouldn't have been intriguing you, so you would have just blown it off like, whatever. Okay, so let's talk about getting loyals, and things like that. Okay, so getting loyal customers. Everybody on here needs loyal customers. That's how we get paid, right? So getting customers means that you're going to do a lot of different ways that you can get customers. Number one way right now, Stasia's been talking about it a lot, is the host-a-post. Host-a-post is bomb, y'all, and like Stasia's been doing power hours on it, how to do it. There's a files tab that literally gives you what you're going to message people to get to host-a-post, what you send them to post, how to do the post. Like, it's literally step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, everything you need to know is in that file. You could just literally copy, tweak it a little, add a couple extra emojis, take some away, whatever, send it. It's that simple. And, consistently doing host-a-post, being on the power hours. If you're confused, those are going to help you tremendously to get yourself in that mode to understand how you're going to do it. As far as upselling products, okay, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what to recommend, because I think this is a huge thing that people don't quite understand. So somebody comes to you and they're like, okay, I'm trying to cleanse, okay? Or maybe like they're like, I need to lose 5 pounds. Like 5 pounds, okay. You know what? Honestly, the Fit 5 or the cleanse, that's a good place to start. And then after that, you can see where they're at next month. That's a great place for just a little bit of weight. But moving forward from that, like anything 10 plus pounds, they need Fit 15 minimum. And then you're going to work up from that. If somebody comes to you and tells you they have, a tiny little budget, like you gotta work away from that. You got to let them know, like, this is what's best for you. Guys, think about it like this. If I came to you and I was trying to lose 50 pounds, or if you came to me, okay, let's talk about it. You come to me for 50 pounds. And I'm like, all right, yeah, your budget's $30. Okay, here's some fat fighters. You're going to do great with these. Those are great. And then you lose like 2 pounds. Are you going to be a happy customer? No, you're going to be pissed off and you're going to want your money back because you're like, this doesn't work, right? That's not the point. First off, fat butters aren't even for like weight loss, okay? Like they prevent weight gain. So y'all got to think like in a customer's perspective, don't be nervous because they want to lose weight. But you've got to be bold and say, you need the Fit 15. That's going to give you the best results, or the Fit 30. And people will buy it, okay? They will. And it's so crucial to ask, to say that, to know what your products do and what, like, how you're going to get, how they're going to get the best results. Tell them what they need and then work with the budget. Like if they say they can only do $50 a month, say, okay, if how can you do the $99 Fit 15 that's going to give you 6 products to help get to your goal? And a lot of times they're going to be like, ooh, like, I don't know, work with them. If they absolutely have to start with something, then I would say if they're trying to lose, 50 pounds and they're literally annoying and they're insisting that they only spend $30 or whatever, start them with the cleanse. And then the next month, bring up the Fit 15 all over again. It's really important that you keep stressing to them, like, you do not just lose 50 pounds by a cleanse once a month, okay?
Or get them on the team. If their budget is $30 and that's all they can spend. I've even told people, you know what? If you don't have an extra $50 a month to spend on stuff that you deserve to use, you need to do what I do and get paid to use the products because you deserve to have extra money, girl. Like, I literally tell people that.
Yeah,
they do.
Be bold. Tell them.
Be bold.
Yes, you have to ask. Y'all, think about every single person on the Zoom right now. If I scroll through and ask every single person if you were asked to join this business, because guess who asked about the product and didn't have the money and started because somebody asked? Brittany.
What? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me.
Yeah, me too. And
There's a few people that I did not ask, but 95% of them I've asked.
Yes, you have to. And I was asked to join this business. I was like, oh, girl, I don't have money for wraps. Like, what do you mean? How am I going to be able to afford that?
I had a girl tonight tell me that she really wants to promote, but she's too afraid to message and ask people. And I was like, what are you more afraid of, you guys? Are you more afraid of getting rejected or staying broke? And she was like, that's what I needed to hear. You're right. And just think about it. Like, don't be afraid. Like, if I wasn't asked by Katie, my life would like literally suck. Like it probably wouldn't have changed, honestly.
Yeah, probably, my life would have just started sucking even more. Like, to be honest, y'all, like, you don't even know, like, the what you have in your hands. Like, when you ask somebody to do this, you at least give them the chance. Whether they take it and run or not is up to them. But you give them the chance at something they don't even know is possible yet.
Yeah. And who are you to judge who and who doesn't get this? I ask everybody. I don't judge anybody ever. Because you never know. You just never know. You may think, oh, that person doesn't look like they do well. Like, who are you to tell? Who are you to say that? So just message everybody. And it's all about how you come off. If you need help with messaging, I got a whole video on my YouTube. Go watch it.
Yeah. So you literally have to be bold in asking. You've always got to ask. And if they say no, who cares? Okay? I don't care, because you know what? They'll probably come back to you in like 4, 5, 6 months and be like, wow, I really like messed up by not signing up, 6 months ago. That was such a waste of my time. But they're going to come back eventually. And even if they don't, I still don't care. I don't even remember who tells me no, to be completely honest with you. I just, ignore it, move on. There's more people that are going to say yes. So just keep going. But anyway, so when people tell you that they have a strict budget, make sure that you ask and work with them. Be nice, but tell them the same thing, because they're really going to appreciate your honesty rather than you getting them a bottle of fat butters or just like the ThermoFit or something. And they're like, yeah, so I didn't lose any weight. And they're mad. They're like, I just spent, whatever, and I didn't see any results. And then you're like, oh crap, like what do I do? I have a heated customer right now. You just need to recommend the right stuff. And if you have a specific question, don't be afraid to ask it. Message me, Brittany, whoever your upline is, and just say, like, what do I recommend to this person? Because they need this result, and this is like what their budget's like, whatever. And we'll help walk you through it. Yeah, people posted way long, like, I don't even care. I literally will delete and block anybody. If you start posting nasty stuff, negative stuff, I don't even care if it's about me or if it's not about me. If it's negative, raunchy, nasty, I will delete you. I don't want to see it, and I'm not in the mood to deal with you, so goodbye. And that could be, I mean, look, it's even been family, y'all. Like, I'm like, your attitude's got to go. I can't deal with the negative stuff coming inside when I'm radiating, like, the positive vibes everywhere we go. And, like, if you have somebody that's constantly telling you no or, you know, hounding you, whatever, just block it out. I'm telling you, if that's, it could be a sister, it could be a boyfriend, it could be a husband, it could be your parents, whatever. Like, my parents thought I was an idiot for the longest time, and I blocked it out for all that time. And I literally, like, threatened them. I'm like, if you don't shut up, I literally will block you. Like, do not bring that up anymore. And now they don't say it anymore. You know, now that they're like, wow, you know, you provide a pretty great lifestyle. I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, you should have listened from the beginning. Zach wasn't supportive in the beginning either. Okay. And he didn't really get it until I, like, went diamond, really. Like, it was like Emerald Pay was good, but then he was like, okay, like, yeah, this is good. But diamonds, where he was like, damn, dude, like, you make more than me. And I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. So don't let it bother you to the point where you stop working. Prove that to them that they're wrong, so they have to apologize to you, because that feels so much better than be like, yeah, you're right, this isn't weird.
There's two types of people. There's people that hear the negativity and they quit. And there's people that hear the negativity and they let it be that I'm going to prove you wrong. And that was me, because I lived with him. So let that either be what defeats you or fuels you.
Yeah, true
Up
that.
to you.
True that. All right, so product of the product. Let's talk about this real quick. So the best way to get customers, like, let's just be completely honest, is being a product of the product. And I can't stress you guys enough. The more that you use it, the more excited you're going to be. Like, I've been in this business for almost 3 years, and I've been wrapping Zach every 3 days, which I've never done this before with Zach. I've wrapped him every 3 days for the past 2 weeks. He's done 5 wraps. And let me just tell you guys, his results are mind-blowing with the amount of, like, stuff that's going on, the inches lost, like, how good he feels, how good he looks. Like, I am just so in awe of how awesome that product is, that it works that good, that we have something so cool, and how many people would kill to look like that in 2 weeks. Okay, so be a product of the product. If you got wraps lying around, I don't care. Use them. Wrap yourself. Post your before and afters. It's so crucial to show people it actually works, because every single one of y'all on here, I know, was skeptical if it actually worked. Before you put it on your body, you use them, you see the results, post them, show people it works, show them why you love the company. What are you using right now? And something that I saw on the leadership page today was what products is in your auto ship, and what's something that you can't live without. And something, you know, I cannot personally live without when I'm not pregnant on a daily basis. I need greens, I need my shake, and I need my vitamins. I feel so good when I'm on all the vitamins, when I have all the nutrition that my body needs. Like, it's mind-blowing how good I feel. Zach right now can't live without the ketones, the keto go, the keto coffee. Like, he's obsessed with it. We just had to express ship and order because he's running out, and he's, like, freaking out that he's going to miss a day. So find something that you're so in love with that you can't live without, and talk about it a lot. And guys, when I tell you, like, that investment in your business, trying the products, pays off times 100 million times, it seriously does. People will freak out over your results. They're going to buy anything that you're so passionate about. And how could they not? Okay. People will go out and buy. Guys, there was a time that I was obsessed with pink drink from Starbucks, and I posted about it, and it, like, literally people knew me because I was obsessed with the pink drink. So don't be afraid. Like, don't advertise for Starbucks. Advertise the greens. Like, how good do you feel when you drink the greens, y'all? How good do you feel when you look in the mirror and you're like, holla, this mom belly ain't here no more. Like, we feeling good. We're about to wear a bikini this year. Get fit, get healthy, use the products, and be bold in your posting about it. I had great results just doing 1 month of the cleanse. Yeah, the cleanse. I can't live without the cleanse either. That's another thing. I have to do the cleanse every single month. I'm obsessed when I'm not pregnant. But when I'm literally a regular me, I have to cleanse every month. It's something I can't live without. Yeah, the pink drink is good, y'all. I can't drink it right now because it disgusts me. But before, you know, I loved it. But I seriously, like, the products have changed my life. They really have. And, you know, just hearing testimonies from my customers, it is so awesome to know that we have a product, you know, tons of products that work. Like, you can be confident in knowing what you have works, and people are going to buy it. They're going to see results, and they're going to love it. So, oh, the post ladder. Yeah. Okay. So I'll mention that too, Carly. Thank you. The post ladder in the page, it's posted, and you can just search post ladder in the page. It'll come up. You can you click share on your post, copy that link, and put it in that post, and it'll share. So you guys can go like interact on each other's posts, so that it boosts your post up again. So it shows that more people are commenting on that and things like that. So I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Like, let me just say one final thing, and then I'm going to shut up. But, y'all, it really just starts with the decision to do something, okay? And I'll, like, being completely, like, real and honest here, like, it's so scary in the beginning because you're like, this is something totally new and out of your comfort zone. But you really need to be bold to make that decision and go get it. Because if you don't, you're going to watch so many people in this team promoting over the next few months, and you're really going to kick yourself if you're the person who doesn't promote. It feels so good to promote. It's so exciting, and it fuels you to go further. And you don't even know how far you can go with this business until you get started and start working and enrolling. That one customer turns into 2, which turns into 4, which turns into 10, which turns into 20. And then your distributor, one distributor turns into 5, 10, 20. And you don't even know, all of a sudden you're a top enroller and you're like, how did I get here? How does this happen? You don't know, but it just happens, and it feels so good. Your paychecks are good, and you realize how incredible this can truly be for you and your family if you put the work in, y'all. You will not get a million yeses every day. That's okay. But I can promise you, any bit of work you put into this business is worth it times a million. Like, nobody in this Zoom, I'm positive of it, that's promoted has ever imagined that they would get to where they're at right now. And the work that you put in to get to that rank, I'm positive that you would work 5 times harder to get back to that rank because it's incredible. Okay, so yes, we are no different than any of you. So correct. Find one way to get out of your comfort zone each month or day, and we all move at our own paces. Yes. Emerald, here I come. Yes. Okay, so best advice to get out of your head is to think long term. Absolutely. Yeah, host to post power hours. So we're going to be posting about host to post power hours throughout this entire week. There's going to be several of them throughout the day. There's going to be some Cali time. There's going to be some, or like whatever, West Coast time, whatever you call that over there. I always call it Cali time. But West Coast time, East Coast time, there's going to be several different ones, and we'll work out a schedule, and we'll post it for you guys so you guys can have an idea of when you can hop on and figure out what works with your work schedule, what works with your kid's schedule, whatever it is that your life you got going on. We'll make sure that there's several different times so you can hop on and just work with us. So that way, if you have questions, if you're confused, if you need extra help, those power hours are going to give you the ability to learn and know what you're doing. So Brittany, did you want to say anything else?
I guess just really it comes down to, I feel like you just gotta message people and message like your heart depends on it. I mean, that's really just all that I do to enroll is I add, message, and just be consistent with it. And you know what, you guys? Even if you didn't reach your goal by the end of this month, you're that much closer to the next month. So if you're not enrolled right now, you know, Leanna joined the business, like a month and a half ago, and she's boxed. So just do it.
Do it. Make the decision, go for it, and just don't give yourself the option to turn back. Just do it. All right. So y'all stay tuned for that. We'll make sure we get that posted. This recording is going to be posted on YouTube.